है ना?
Yeah, just to elaborate what Sesh said, I think we've had a number of screenings in Bombay. So, and he had a lot of focus groups. And so we saw the first half. I saw the first half of the film and I sat with him. And I said, so exactly like what he said, the first 30 minutes of the film. So he had a big smile on his face. And he said, so you watch the second half also, sir, we'll then discuss. So I knew exactly what he meant because everything was connected so beautifully in the second half. And it was just like a roller coaster ride. And the last half an hour, I would say, was something else. You know, that I have to just congratulate the entire team for that. And very few films, you know, very few cinematic experiences. I don't know, it didn't come to my head. And when I saw that, so I think I just walked out of my cinema theater, and I don't know, I was wondering what went into Sesh's head. So I went and I sat quietly for 2 minutes, and I think so they came out after 5 minutes, and I didn't say a word, and so it was, you know, it just stayed in my head, that 5 minutes, and my throat was dry, and so I had this, you know, there was this feeling in my head, and it happens very rarely, and so it's one of those films, and then I shook his hand and gave him a big hug, and you know, today I'm very, very proud for the kind of film they've made, Sesh and his team. And then he went on to say that these were the feelings they got from the focus group when they were screening in Bombay. So they had a lot of people who came out of the theater with a big, you know, they just came out with the sense of, so that's what happens when you see the climax of the film. And they made a sensational film. I mean, from a perspective, I've been interacting with them from 2 years. I don't think it was a pressure for them. I think it was a responsibility. So I don't think they've ever felt a pressure. The only pressure the team felt, if you ask me, I think it was the pandemic, because the lockdowns were happening.
Check.
We were not sure when the release of the film would happen, when the theaters would happen. So these were the pressures that we're going through. But other than that, I think they felt they had this huge responsibility, because this was a very important story to be told. And so they did a brilliant job.